Good morning. I'm coming to you from my last day here at our floating home away from home experience. I want to show you a little bit of where we stayed for this past weekend. Here I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so you can see my view. That's my view this morning of the Potomac River. And I'll do a little tour for you so you can see what it looks like here. This was a really nice experience. Somehow I kind of stumbled upon it, and it was such a relaxing time. Wait, let's start from the beginning. We drove to the National Harbor near DC. We booked 3 nights from Friday to Monday. Now, you see this McDonald's right here? Remember that for later. Our accommodations for the weekend included parking for our stay. So we just had to go check in at the marina. They have a lot of fun activities here at this plaza. We were really excited to get to our floating home, but we did have an activity this evening, so we were in a little bit of a rush. Here we are, Flohom 4. We'll do a full tour later. At this point, we're just trying to find a closet to put our stuff in so that we can get out of here. And no, this was not the closet. We'll show you a little bit later what that was. But now it's off to our activity. Here we are at the Muse Paint Bar. They have couples paint and they also have individuals paint. This was a really fun activity.
My name is Aaron. We also work with Autumn and also Paige. Can we give a round of applause for them as well?
Here's the end result. I think we did a good job. What do you think? You remember that McDonald's from earlier in the video? Well, that's where we had dinner after the paint bar. It was late, and they had just come out with the new chicken strips, so that's where we ate. We finally made it back to our Flohom. The Air was so awesome, and everything was so clean and nice. Here's a little bit better look at our place, but I'll do a more detailed tour a little bit later. What a view to wake up to. We decided to do a little exploring today. There are several places to eat nearby, including there's a Potbelly's, a McCormick and Schmick, a Fogo de Chao. I think there's even a Ben and Jerry's down that little street. There's a Fiorella's Italian kitchen, Chipotle, and a lobster roll place. There's even a Starbucks nearby if you need that. And there's a new candle pouring place coming. There are so many places for snacks. We want to try this yard milkshake bar later. I think this is some kind of Asian fusion restaurant. After walking around for a bit, we settled on eating here. This is Cadillac Ranch. It was very quiet here for lunch and great for a picky eater like me. We got the bang bang shrimp, the boneless wings, a basket of fries, and my husband got a New York strip steak. They even have a mechanical bull, but no one was riding it during lunch. So we came back for dinner. I had the pasta, Theo had the steak again, and this time it was a more lively crowd and there were a lot of people doing the dollar mechanical bull rides. Anyway, back to this afternoon after lunch, we went down to the Gaylord National just to check it out. The atrium was really nice. They have a few restaurants at the Gaylord National. They even had this cute little sweet shop. Everything looks so nice, but a little too shishi poo poo for me. There's so much to do at the National Harbor. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and do that tour. Let's start in the bedroom. There were towels and things in this little cabinet down here. And then here's a better look of the view out of the back of the Flohom. And there you can see the National Harbor. And in side tables, we thought someone left this behind, but realized that they provided these different chargers with various USB connectors. And here is the closet. Not long, but there is a closet, a place to hang clothes. There's a mirror and a step stool. Step stool is great because that bed is high. More charging cables and a steamer. And this thing right here, it's a little desk. How cute. Ignore all of our stuff sitting there. Let's go ahead and head into the bathroom. They had a marine toilet that worked really well. And all kinds of soaps and things to use, lotions and everything. The shower was really nice. And those bathrobes, we never used them, but they do have the availability of booking massage services, so maybe next time. And in this closet, they have a washer and dryer. That's really convenient. And right here is what we initially thought was a closet, but it's really a half bath. So it's really nice for privacy. Although back there are pocket doors so you can close off the bathroom. Entering the living room, they thought of everything. They had this cute little basket of extra cozy blankets so that you can snuggle up on a nice comfy couch. There are outlets everywhere. And this couch over here opens up into a pull-out bed, so this place can sleep 4 people. Going into the kitchen, there is a full fridge and a beverage cooler. This is where I find out that the drawers are soft closed. I don't have to push them shut. They have plenty of things so that you can cook your own meals. And they also have a service where you can book a private chef for a meal or two during your stay. But look, they even have Ziploc baggies, like they're really thinking of everything. This kitchen is fully stocked. Let's head up to the rooftop deck. There's a spiral staircase to the side of the Flohom that takes you up to these really nice views of the marina and the National Harbor. It was so nice up here. We really only came up this one time. It was extremely hot during our stay. We had done so much exploring today that we were tired, and we just decided to chill for the rest of the day and to get ready for tomorrow, which is Sunday. It's going to be our anniversary. The next morning, I'm sitting and watching all the watercraft go by. There's a lot of things that you can rent. They have these little round things. I don't know what they're called. And they also had like jet skis and things like that for rent. First up for our anniversary is to eat brunch at the Redstone Grill. It was crowded, so we ate at the bar. I really wanted the chicken and waffles, but they were out. So I had the calamari, and my husband had the chef's brunch, which included complimentary additional servings. Walking back to the Flohom, we passed one of these water taxis that came through quite often, and we realized that these things make the Flohom shake quite a bit. Like, it literally rocks the boat. You can see like the pier and the water out there, how everything's like bobbing up and down. This is right after one of those water taxis passed us. We went back to the Redstone American Grill, and this time we had a view of the water, which was really nice. And of course, if they're out of something again, my husband wanted the New York strip steak, and they did not have it. So he got the crab cakes, and of course, I got the pasta. We booked tickets on the Capitol Wheel so that we could take in the views. It was a nice, slow, relaxing ride. Nothing really thrilling about it, but it was just nice. There's the MGM. And way out there, you can see DC. We timed it just right as the sun was going down. So beautiful. We wanted to go to the Yard Milkshake Bar for dessert, but the line was crazy. So we just went to Carvel and got milkshakes and just walked around to take in the beautiful views. Our last night here at the National Harbor. And we walked back to the Flohom to end out our night. We really enjoyed our stay. On checkout day, we drove down to see where the MGM was and also the outlets. Tanger outlets, I never know how to say that. But overall, this was such an amazing weekend. I really enjoyed the unique accommodations. There was so much to do at the National Harbor. The boat was comfortable. There was a gentle sway, like a little rocking of the boat. Kind of reminds me of a cruise. I would definitely recommend staying at Flohom for. I hope you really liked this video. Thanks for watching. These vlogs are made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. Babe, this guy's trying to get it too.